What is going on, members of the barrio? It is live chat number 3 from the lanai in Hilo, Hawaii. And I'm going to give you guys a minute or two to join up. I know it takes some time for people to see the notification. I actually hear a plane landing, a plane coming right now. Check us out. We're actually like 3 miles from the airport. Sometimes we have planes landing pretty close. I've gotten some cool footage. What is up, Fabian? Today we're going to be announcing who won the contest I had, the Big Island Revealed. I am giving away 2 autographed copies directly from the author. We have such a cool giveaway that I got a lot of entries. I'm going to give it another minute or two, see who shows up. I know it's Saturday. Oof, what time would it be in the East right now? It's 4 o'clock. So people are probably out, but it's 10 a.m. in Hawaii. As you can see, I'm drinking my coffee right now in the lanai. Anyone who's just tuned in, give me a thumbs up. Tell me where you are watching from. Don't have a huge audience yet, but I'm going to give it another minute. What is up, Maria in Indiana? What is up, Mayra Espanosa desde Cancún? No puedo hablar en español mucho porque la mayoría de mi audiencia está en los Estados Unidos, pero muchas gracias. See, I get to practice my Spanish sometimes. I know I got a lot of viewers from the Mexico videos. Watching from Georgia, what is up, Dennis, the previous winner of my contest? I hope you enjoyed that postcard. And you are watching from Mexico. All right, I'm going to give it 1 more minute, and then I'm going to announce the 2 winners of the autographed Big Island Revealed. And then we can just chat a little bit about Hawaii and what we've got in store for the final week here. Adriana and I are flying back to New York on Friday of next week. What is up, Blake from the Space Coast? Hope Sarah enjoyed the postcard. Thank you for being impressed by my Spanish. I am not impressed by my Spanish. I need to practice more. I think I sound impressive to beginners of Spanish, but to someone who really speaks it, I don't think I'm that impressive. I am a great spokesperson though for Hawaii Airlines. They constantly fly over here. Now ready to leave Hawaii, yeah. I don't think anyone would be ready to leave here. You're welcome for the postcard. Alright guys, I actually want to show you something. This is the perfect image of Hilo. This is what it's like to live in Hilo, Hawaii. You guys ready for this? Clouds over here, sun over here. And I think in the last, like, how would I say this? In the last couple of days, we've seen more of traditional Hilo, Hawaii, where it rains a lot. Because I don't think it ever rained this much. Sorry, I think I just got disconnected for a second. I had a notification pop up. Yes, who would ever want to leave paradise? Okay, I'm going to announce the winners of the contest right now. So, I got 2 winners. And, the contest was, I said, I will get you autographed copies of this guidebook, which has been amazing about Hawaii. It's actually the Big Island Revealed. I have a link to it in the description. If you don't win the contest, I highly recommend you buy this book if you're coming here. Okay, so I asked, you have to tell me the reason you want the guidebook, and I'll pick 2 winners. The first winner is the D Squad, and they or he have been really active. I don't know if they're watching right now on my channel because they're planning on moving to Hilo, and I figured that they would be the perfect recipients, winner number 1 of this guidebook. So if you're seeing this, I'm going to send you a private message, and then I need to get your address, and the author is going to send you a copy of this. So the D Squad, winner number 1, just for being enthusiastic, applying for it, and asking me tons of questions. I wish I had the answers to all your questions. I don't have all the answers. Maybe this book will help. All right, winner number 2 is Marlene Magnus. And she actually wrote me a very interesting entry. She said that her brother lived on the Big Island, and that her brother was going to show her around, but he actually passed away before that could happen, so she had to come here to take care of his estate, and she really wanted that insider information. So I don't know if this book is going to be as good as your brother's information, but I think it'll certainly help you, as I've gotten, again, tons of ideas from this book. So Marlene Magnus and the D Squad, you have won. I'm going to get the author to send you autographed copy wherever you are in the world. My treat, their treat. If you want this book, I'm going to put it in the description for the rest of my Hawaii videos. I think it's really, really useful. And it's like no guidebook I've ever read before. I'm serious. These guys did not contact me. I contacted them because I like this book so much because it's so real. It's just like, it tells you places to go on the Big Island that I don't think locals want you to know about. Not saying it's illegal to go, I'm saying that these places are just so interesting and so different. What is up, Seth in Connecticut? Thank you for loving the Hawaii videos. Okay, so first I want to talk about our plans for today. We are going to be going for the second time, because I already tried it, but I'm going to record eating something called a local moco. Does anyone out there know what that is if you've been to Hawaii? Has anyone out there ever eaten a local moco? Adriana, you don't count. If anyone's eaten a local moco, I'm curious, because before I came here, a lot of people said, you got to try this food. More so than poke, which I like better, but anybody eaten it? Ah, no problem, Maria. Okay, so a local moco, it was invented in 1944. It's a traditional lunch in Hawaii. I read somewhere that a local moco in Hawaii is like tacos to Mexico and, I don't know, sushi to Japan. Good luck, my arteries clog up. So essentially what it is it's an egg on top of a hamburger patty on top of white rice, covered in gravy, and then you can add other stuff to it. But I feel like I've neglected some of the local Hawaiian stuff here, so we're gonna record this video. It might not be long today. I've already had it once. It's really good, and I think you lose like 3 days of your life every time you eat it because it's so unhealthy. I just had somebody named High Cholesterol subscribe to my channel. That's a sign that I need to make this video. I need to show my thumbnail's probably gonna be me holding the food up like this. That usually works for people when you do a food video. If you hold the food close to the camera, people click on it all the time. It's like instinct. So for everyone watching right now, I do want to ask you for a favor. One thing I always want in my videos, if you like the Hawaii stuff, please, if you have something to say, leave a comment on every video if you feel like you have something to add to the discussion, because it's really good for YouTube, like creators like me. We appreciate that because YouTube starts to send out signals if your videos are getting comments to sign that people like what you're doing, and they'll push it to more people and you'll gain more views, you gain more subscribers. So again, if you like my videos, whenever I do a video, if you could leave me a comment, a thumbs up, that would mean a lot to me. Next order of business, so we're doing the local moco. Other things we have planned for this week, we were supposed to go horseback riding yesterday in the Waipio, I think I'm mispronouncing this, Waipio Valley, which is this beautiful valley in the northern part of the Big Island. I've heard it's like a top 5 thing to do. And it got rained out because it's starting to rain a little bit more in Hilo. It's getting a little bit more to its reputation. So we're rescheduling it for Monday or Tuesday. That's gonna be one video. Tomorrow I'm publishing something. This is interesting. We did a night swim with manta rays. So you're snorkeling, you're holding on to something snorkeling, and these manta rays are literally swimming like right up to your face. They're just like everywhere. So we have that coming out tomorrow. We have a video about horseback riding, which I haven't done yet. We have the local moco video. Get it with spam. I might do that. And then for the finale of on location vlogs, we're gonna be going to the volcano. Night swim with mantas, can't wait. And it was actually a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie, Cindy. It was kind of creepy, the manta rays. So when you hear about the Big Island of Hawaii, I think I would tell anybody that if you had 1 or 2 days here, that the volcano is the #1 attraction here. It's like #1, because you can find beaches on any island in Hawaii. You could find food in any island in Hawaii, but an active volcano, there are very few places on Earth where you can actually get that close to see lava. So what we're going to be doing, I think on Wednesday, is, so here's how it works. There's 3 ways to see lava, actually 4 ways. 1, you can get a helicopter. 2, you could do it by boat, which I think might be the coolest in my opinion, but it's very expensive. 3, you could go to the viewing site and rent a bicycle. You actually get like a lamp, like a little headlight, they put it on your head, and you go right at sunset. Then you get to the viewing area. I haven't done this yet, we're filming it Wednesday, and then you just chill and watch lava for like an hour, just lava going into the water. Tal, what's up, man? So you see the lava going into the water, and then you have to ride 4 miles back in pitch darkness on these bikes. I don't even know how we're gonna film this. I'm hoping if I have a GoPro attached to me and I have a light in front of me, we can get something. But I kind of did it intentionally. Like, we're saving the best for last. We're saving the volcano for the last episode. And so it's interesting because there are just so many different ways to see a volcano here. And I wish I could show you guys more, honestly. I wish there was like a way I could do all 3, but it would cost me like $700. So I guess the biking is kind of the cheapest, and I think it probably fits the channel the most, because I like to show tours when possible, but I think that if I show you guys the cheapest way, it'll appeal to more people. I can't wait to do it, Tal, trust me. So that's kind of our plan. Then I'm going to do a whole big video about the... I'm going to do one video about Hilo versus Kona. I know I have a lot of people interested in that topic. We just left Kona. Kona's the west side of the big island. And Hilo is the east side, the rainy side. I don't want to do this in a live chat. I think it's much better for a video. So if you guys are curious, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do one final video about 10 things to do on the big island, the 10 coolest things, where I'm going to be like combining all of my videos, and I'm just going to break it down, and I'm going to tell you what my favorite things were. Although I think the volcano is likely to be number 1. Just a little tease on that. Tom, I'm happy that you're tempted to go to Hawaii, man. You're probably going to make some pretty badass videos. Hi, James Goddard. If anyone has just tuned in, let me know where you're watching from. I'm curious. And give me a thumbs up. We've got 14 people now, so we're actually going up over time. I think my record for a live chat was like 25 when I was in Mexico. Israel. Actually, Tal, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Your video about that hamburger was the reason I'm doing this Loco Moco video, because I'm like, other vloggers are doing food videos, and I have not done a single food video in Hawaii, so I actually watched your video yesterday. It was really good, man. That hamburger looked disgusting, but it was interesting. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, Traveling Clat Tal, a friend of mine, great vlogger. Subscribe to him when we're done with this live chat. He does a great job. He's in Jordan. He was in Jordan before, now he's in Israel. But it's always good when I see fellow vloggers jumping into my live chats. I'll watch yours for sure. All right, so any Hawaii questions in general right now? I'm curious. I'm talking a lot. I'm good at talking, as you can see. I want to know what you guys want to talk about. Any questions? Anything you want to say? I guess we need to take advantage of food vids. Watching from North Carolina, awesome. It's 10:20 in the morning here. I think that might be the weirdest thing about Hawaii. The time difference is just like, how expensive has Hawaii been? Great question, Tal. You know what? It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm in Hilo right now. I think Hilo is a great spot to go if you want to be here for like a month, because it's cheaper than the west side of the big island. You know, we got an apartment here for like $2,000 a month, on the water, 2 bedrooms. It is way more than we needed. It was a little bit of a splurge for me. We could have done way cheaper. So if you're looking for a long-term spot in Hawaii for like a month, Hilo's a good spot. Tal, there are hostels here. We actually just stayed at one. If you go to the supermarket, it's not as expensive. If you go out to eat a lot, you're going to spend a lot of money here. I mean, you are going to spend a ton of money. If you just do tours and go out to eat, it's a very expensive trip. If you want to go to beaches, if you want to go hiking, if you want to go to the grocery store more, if you want to go to little holes in the walls to eat Loco Moco, I think you can get by here just fine with the mainland U.S. Other questions about Hawaii? Anybody else? I am curious. We are in Hilo right now. Sunny here, cloudy over there. That's like the story of Hilo. We've got 12 people watching. Anybody want to ask me anything about Hawaii? Anything at all? Go right ahead. 13 viewers. Give me a thumbs up if you just tuned in. Thank you for watching, Tal. 14 viewers. High temps, low temps. You know what? The temperatures have been like the same Pretty much during the day, it's like 84 degrees. And then at night, probably like 78. Temperatures haven't fluctuated much. The weather's fluctuated. We're getting some rain occasionally, but I don't think we've had a single day that has cost us because of the rain. The rain here always, it comes for like 20 minutes and it goes away. Did we rent a car? We did rent a car. Another splurge. I really splurged on this trip. I don't normally go so crazy. We used Auto Slash. I got a good deal on the Ford Mustang. It was like, I think, $50 a day. It's interesting because you can actually get better deals on cars if you do a monthly rental. I think if we wanted to do a rental in Hawaii per day for a Mustang, that it probably would have been $70. So you actually get a nice deal doing that. Do a $10 a day video in Hawaii. I don't feel like I'm qualified enough to do that video. I really like doing it in New York because I knew the area well. And I could just see now if I do this video, people are going to say, how much, well, what about the money for your Mustang, for the gas? What about your apartment? I could do a $10 a day video. I just think I'm out of time. There's other videos I want to do more. But I'm considering doing an update to the $10 video when I get back to New York. I want to make a second one because the first one has 1 million views, which is crazy. You know, it's funny. I was just looking at that video the other day. That video had like 200 views in 48 hours, and I never in a million years thought that video was going to get 1,100,000 views in like 6 months. YouTube is a strange place, let me tell you. What other questions do we got? 15 people watching. If you are new here, tell me where you are watching from. I am curious. We've got mostly Americans. We've got some Mexicans, someone in Israel. When am I coming back? I am coming back on, we're leaving Friday, and the flight is like 10 hours to New York. So I'm probably not going to be vlogging from New York until the week after next. I'm actually going to have to catch up on some Hawaii videos. So, yes, and we have someone watching from the UK. So I've got catching up to do, which is good, actually. You are from New York. Awesome. What part of New York are you from? Curious. Hi, Mantu Asrani. Indonesia. I was just watching a video about Gili Islands, I think. Is that it's Indonesia, right? That's a really popular tourist spot. I actually kind of want to go there. I want to go to the Philippines more than anything in Asia, though, if I had to say one spot. You're from India, man. India's also on my list. I'm going to try to get on this this tour next year. They have this tour for like vloggers and bloggers. I want to do it. Got a company discount. Rental guy was stunned. How cheap was your rental? I'm curious. Hey, Mrs. Noller, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Like, what would you consider a cheap car rental? I'm wondering. Like, if you get a Mustang for like $30 or $40 a day, to me that would be amazing. If you get a convertible. By the way, guys, the two most popular cars to get in Hawaii, from what I've seen, Jeep Wrangler, Ford Mustang. It's kind of like pick your poison, because most people come from colder climates and they want to have the ability to put the top down. I could have gotten the Jeep, but I don't like big cars. What is up, Jonathan Watts? So, if you get a Jeep, I don't think you're going to have a lot of use for it to go off-roading. Most of the rental car companies are not going to let you, in the contract it says no off-roading. So if you go off-road and something happens to your car, they are not going to be paying for your towing. They have the same stipulation about driving on Mauna Kea. There's a mountain, like the tallest mountain in the world is basically the Big Island, and the summit, you can drive to the top. You're supposed to have a four-wheel drive car. And if your car gets, I read this, if your car gets stuck on the mountain, you have to pay $1,000 to get it down. And your rental car company is going to do nothing. So you take big risks if you get a four-wheel drive car and you want to drive it off-road and do something stupid. So you could get a Jeep if you like it, but I'm totally all about the Mustang. Somebody asked, did I see Bruno Mars? If I saw Bruno Mars, I probably would have filmed him. I don't think he's just running around Hawaii. I think he's probably touring right now. Someone asked what's my real name. My real name is John Barr. My channel is Here Be Barr. It's kind of a play on my name, because I Here Be Dragons. I did a video about this once, about how I started the channel. because Here Be Dragons is like the part of a map that's not discovered. So I put Here Be Barr. Like, let me discover stuff too. Go to Jamaica. I'd like to go to Jamaica. I've never been to Jamaica before. I've actually kind of been leaning towards like Mexico, Caribbean Mexico for my resort trips, and maybe I would go to Jamaica, to places that are like not resorts. I think it'd be fun. For anyone who's just tuned in, I did announce my winners of the Guidebook contest, and they were the D Squad and Marlene Magnus. So if you're tuning in now, I am going to be sending you a private message, and you will be getting autographed copies of this guidebook from the author. You know, this author is a really interesting guy. I've never met him. His name is Andrew Doughty. I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. I was talking to the publisher of this book company, and I wanted to do a video with this guy. I wanted to do a volcano hike, but he's not around. They told me if I did a video with him that I would not be able to film his face because he likes to be incognito when he makes this book. He doesn't want anyone to know who he is. He's afraid they're going to give him like preferential treatment. If nobody here knows who I am, I'm only here for a month. So he's like, he just runs around incognito. So if I filmed him, I would not be able to show his face, but I'm not going to. Zafarbek Irinikov, shout out, man. I'm giving you a shout out to Brooklyn. You want a shout out? You got it. Anyone new here, give me a thumbs up. Tell me where you are watching from. We've been going about 20 minutes right now. Let's take a break and check out the view from the lanai. Shout out to Jonathan Watts. Guys, check this out. I actually do a lot of my editing from here. So this is the view. I've seen sea turtles out here, cruise ships, some clouds over there, lots of palm trees. Not bad, right? Definitely the best apartment I've ever rented by far. I've rented apartments all over the world, and this is like hands down the winner. Hands down. Do I have a wife? No, I'm not married. Good question, though. By far, best apartment ever. And if you come to Hawaii, I did a video about this place. They only take 2-week rentals, but if you're coming here for a longer term period, especially if you're like a family, if you're coming for more than 2 weeks, you got to rent this spot. This spot is like, oh man, pool down there. So it's cool. It's just, I probably spend at least like 25% of my day just sitting right here, and then I'll show you what I do. I edit my videos here. I just sit here, I edit, got my coffee. The only time of day that I don't like to be here is like, probably about now. Actually, if the sun was out, it would not be good. But you just chill here, you listen to the sound of the waves, just relax. Kayakers come by. I'm starting to understand why people put such a premium on living on the water. I never ever had an apartment right on the water, like consistently. Because if you get a hotel room facing the water, you're probably not going to spend much time there because you're always in the go. But if you get an apartment on the water, man, it is worth it. Spend the extra money, I'm telling you. Although I was curiously looking up rentals in Maui just for fun. And like the prices there compared to Hilo, like at least $1,000 more a month. So I think Hilo has got to be one of like the best kept secrets in Hawaii. The only problem is, if you come here for a short trip and you get bad weather, don't blame me, because it's possible. We've gotten really lucky that it has been dry. I don't know if it's the driest summer in Hilo history because it rains at night, but it's like so lucky. We've just been so lucky. You are pretty street smart. I don't know if I'm that street smart. I'm book smart. I do a lot of research on places I go. I read stuff like this, putting a link in the description. Come to Big Island, buy this book. It's like $15, and it's like $15 well spent for like $1,000 of information, really. Again, they didn't pay me to say this. This is me personally loving a guidebook for like the first time ever. Normally, I'm not a big guidebook guy. I prefer to talk to local people, which is even better, I think. Any other Hawaii questions? Yes, they do have an app, Larry. I know that. They definitely do have an app. So check that out also. Probably got about 5 minutes left and I'm getting a little hungry. I want to go eat an artery-clogging local moco. For anyone who's just tuned in, we're going to be heading over to the place that started the local moco. They actually are the first place in Hawaii that invented this crazy breakfast concoction, and it is, if you didn't hear me say it, well, let me remember. It's a sunny side up egg on top of a burger, on top of rice, on top of gravy. So it's just like the most unhealthy thing you could ever eat, but it is just like Hawaiian comfort food. We're gonna eat it on camera, and we're gonna talk about what I think about it. I'm probably gonna love it a lot. Sounds like my average breakfast. Jonathan Watts, probably you would like it a lot, man. I'm telling you. SK Gang Cousins, a shout out, man. I'm giving you a shout out right now. That must be delicious. I've had it once. I didn't go to the original place though that does the Loco Moco. I'm gonna go to the original, and I might actually get the Super Loco Moco. You ready for this, guys? Not only does it have a hamburger patty. Tell me, guys, if you want to see this. Would you prefer I do the hamburger patty one, the traditional, or would you prefer I do the hamburger patty with Portuguese sausage and I think it has Portuguese sausage and something else, just like meat. You have to do CPR after I eat that. I think after I eat that, I'm gonna be eating like grilled chicken and greens for the rest of my trip here. It's tough to eat healthy sometimes in a spot like Hawaii. So much good food. I had poke for like the second time ever in Kona, and it was amazing. Kim Jong-un, wow. We had Donald Trump, now we've got Kim Jong-un. I don't know what I'm drawing here. Dennis wants to see the big one, while Montu wants to see traditional. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe I'll have Adriana have the traditional and I'll have the big one, and we'll see we'll see which one we like better. Couple of minutes left. Any other Hawaii questions? This might be the last live chat from Hawaii, actually. This could be your last chance to ask me a question live. Obviously, you can drop me a comment. I'll answer anything you want there, generally speaking. Have you had... You know what? I have not had shaved ice. You are absolutely correct. I should have that. I should totally have shaved ice. It's really big here. Have I seen Big Waves? I've had Big Wave beer from the Kona Brewery. Awesome. Kona Brewery, by the way, is really good beer. I'm telling you guys right now. If you're in Hawaii, drink some Kona Brewery. Someone asked me what time it is. It is 10:36 in the morning right now. So it's early. We get a head start on like the rest of the world here. I wake up at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and it's 2 o'clock in New York, so it's kind of crazy. You wake up and everyone's had most of their day, and you're just like in bed, which is it's kind of like my theory that Hawaii's so isolated that it's easy to be relaxed here because you're just away from everybody else. You're just away from the world, and it's a good place to come chill. Trust me. I recommend Hilo. I recommend Hawaii. I want to come back to Hawaii. I would love to do a month on another island, either Maui or Kauai. It's not going to be anytime soon. Maybe in the next year, but I've been to Florida, I've been to California, I've been all over both states, and I like Hawaii the best. Just to visit, and even for a month. More than that, I don't know. We actually didn't fly from New York. We flew from, I was at VidCon in Anaheim. We flew from LA to Hawaii. It's 5 hours, and then Hawaii to New York is 10 hours. So it's a long flight. It is a long flight, which is why I think if you come to Hawaii, 1 week isn't worth it. Try to at least do 10 days to maximize, because you're going to get some jet lag. And I'm not looking forward to going back to New York right now with the time difference. It's tough. Although, in a place like this, waking up early is not hard. When you wake up to like this view here, it's much easier to wake up, trust me. Someone just said something about Wailua beer. Have I ever been on a flight longer than 10 hours? Yes, I have actually. I once flew from Newark to Hong Kong for 16 hours. That is a really, really hard flight. And I was in coach. I think if I did that flight again, I would 100% at least get extra leg room. I think that, you know, if you're doing a flight that long, I'll pay an extra $100. Business class is really expensive. I don't know if I have enough points to cover that. But yeah, if you're doing 10 hours, I think we're gonna do economy plus. I think I'm gonna upgrade our flights actually. I was gonna do Hawaii Airlines, but I changed my mind. I'm flying United. Be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of United right now. Hawaii Airlines is a great airline though. So Hawaii's been awesome, and we've still got so much to do. Like, kind of, it's tough because when you're on the Big Island, there's a million things to do, but you want to relax. So, and I have to edit videos, so it's kind of it's been a balancing act of getting things done. Before we go, watch this airplane, guys. Ready? Ready for this? "99% of planes that fly by here on Hilo Bay are Hawaiian Airlines." This video is sponsored by Hawaii. No, I'm just kidding. They are not sponsoring me at all. Although if they did, I would ask for a free first class flight. I went to Hawaiian Airlines party. They gave me some free stuff, but they are not sponsoring this video. Oh, you faced a jet blast in St. Martin. That's cool. I've seen videos about that. That's where you hold on to the gate and the plane lands like right here and everyone shakes. I don't know how safe that is though. I'd be a little bit afraid. Yeah, I have seen that video. All right, guys, any other questions? We got 17 people here. I kind of don't want to go, but I'm hungry. I need to eat. I need to eat. Somebody died 2 weeks ago doing that. Jonathan Watts, send me the article on that. I'm curious. That's crazy. Anybody else? My parents are from Ukraine, actually. Want to know my background. I believe you, Mr. Watts. Send me that article. Final questions about Hawaii. This could be the last live chat from the Big Island. I'll do it again in New York, but last live chat from this beautiful view. Then we're going to have to do it from my New York apartment, which is not as interesting. Go eat. So you guys want me to go eat. All right, I'm going to go eat the local moco. That video will be out within a week. We'll talk. We got so guys, you ready for this? You ready for this? Video out Sunday, Tuesday, hopefully Thursday, and we're just gonna try to keep that cycle. New York might do twice a week. Hawaii, though, 3 times a week. Thank you all for watching. Hit thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below when I'm done with the video. The winners of the Hawaii revealed guidebook are the D Squad and Marlene Magnus, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Kim Jong-un, thank you for tuning in also. Always a pleasure. Guys, you're the best. Until next time, video coming out tomorrow. Make sure to look for it. Make sure notifications are turned on. Make sure you turn notifications on for the channel. Peace out, members of the barrio.